So first of all, we would like to recall all the things that we have covered in the last session. So in the last session, we were discussing about the methods of soil exploration and importance of doing the soil exploration, and amongst that all methods of soil exploration, we are focusing to most important and most commonly adopted method of the soil exploration is your plate load test, and all of that methods were adopted to find the properties of the soil, capacity of the soil, stiffness of the soil, and ultimately we would like to know whether our soil is capable or not for whatever the load we are going to apply over. So that is what the intention, and to achieve that objective we are adopting different methods of soil exploration, and through that methods we are finding our objective, that is what capacity of the soil. Thereafter we have seen what does the soil investigation report, what are the content of the soil investigation report, and if suppose you are going to assign for any structure for any project as a structural engineer, so very first thing you need to have is your soil investigation report. And once you are having that soil investigation report, so how to read that soil investigation report? Okay, what are the content of that soil investigation report? Okay, and how you will come to know what is the bearing capacity have suggested by the soil investigation report? What are the different methods were adopted by the geotechnical engineer to investigate the soil? And finally that soil investigation report will give you the recommendation for the type of the foundation. Okay, for the proposed land, what type of foundation will be more suitable, that will be given in your soil investigation report. So this all study were done in the last session. So this is what overall the summary of our last session. So those who have missed the last session, it is very important for you all guys. Those who have missed, please watch that session. The recording is available on our panel. You have to watch that session. Okay, now from today's session, the next part of this intermediate level we are going to start is about the sample project. Hope you can see on the screen. So this is our proposed sample project that we are going to take. Okay, but actually the concern is not to complete this sample project. The concern is to take this sample project is actually to understand the CSI safe software. The concern is to understand the CSI safe software. Okay, so we need to understand what is this CSI safe software, what is the strength of this CSI safe software, why we are going to use this safe software. Okay, thereafter we are going to learn about the history of this CSI safe software, then what are the user interface. Okay, and the commands of this CSI safe software, and the settings in this CSI safe software. So lot of things actually we need to understand about this safe software. We are not going to do the actual practice, we are not going to do the real any real practice, any real project we are not going to deal here. The objective of taking this sample project is that along with this sample project study, we are trying to understand the software. We are trying to understand the software. Okay, how you can take this software in practice. What are the commands for the modeling, what are the commands for the editing, what are the commands for the analysis, what are the commands for the design. Okay, so how you can handle the project, it depends on how how much you are knowing about the software. Sometimes the people they are not knowing about the software. There are two things with the software. One is the basic approach to handle it, another one is your smart approach for handling the software. So both of the things we are trying to understand here first. So the objective first try to understand the objective of this taking sample project is not to complete this sample project. The objective of this sample project is to understand the CSI safe software. It's a command, it's a setting and everything. And the outcome of this sample project or completion of this practice, this exercise, is that all of you should be confident to use this CSI safe software. And we are taking attempt to make you all guys ready to deal any real example project for the design of the substructure or foundation. So you all are ready for this sample project? Okay, fine. Now we are going to start our study with the introduction of this CSI safe software. Okay, so basically what is the CSI safe? So it is actually the product of the one of the well-known company as the Computer Structure Incorporation. This is the one company, okay, who is going to who is actually building the different tools, different tools for the designing of different structural elements or entire structure. So like there is a CSI ETABS. So it is a product of this CSI company. Okay, Computer Structure Incorporation. There's a CSI column, there's a CSI safe software, CSI bridge is there. Okay, so likewise, if suppose you are going to visit this official website of this Computer Structure Incorporation, so you will find different products of this CSI, right? So as I told you, ETABS is there, CSI column is there, CSI bridge is there, CSI like safe is there. Okay, so this is what the product of one company, product of like what, one company. Likewise, if suppose you are going to see another softwares like STAD Pro, STAD RCDC, and these all are the product of the Bentley, STAD Foundation. So they all are the product of the Bentley. Likewise, Madas is there. Okay, so Madas has going to develop different softwares. So that is the product of that Madas company. Tekla is there. So about in the Tekla there is a different products. Okay, so likewise your CSI safe software is a product of the company whose name is what, Computer Structure Incorporation, who is developing different products, different tools for the designing of different structural elements. And the full form of this CSI safe software is what, slab analysis by finite element method. Slab analysis by finite element method. Now you may raise a question here as sir, this software is for the designing of the slab element and we are going to talk about the foundation, right? So that is not the case. Slab means the plate element. Slab means what, your plate element. Okay, so normally floor slab will comes under this plate element. Your foundation slab is also one kind of plate element. So that all we are going to be deal with this CSI safe software. So this CSI safe software is primarily used for the analysis, design, scheduling, detailing, modeling of different slabs, mats and raft foundations. So this is what it is. It is whole package. It is what, whole package. This software is not going to lag anywhere. Like if suppose you would like to create the geometry of your project, if you would like to create the modeling, okay, so that you can do with this CSI software. If you would like to do the analysis, okay, conventional analysis and this finite element based analysis, if suppose you would like to do, so you can do with this CSI safe software. Design in this CSI safe software you can do. Scheduling and detailing also you can do with this CSI safe software. And for all the types of the geometries you can deal in this software. If suppose you are asking me to design the simple pad footing, so I can do it manually, I can do it with Excel sheets. Okay, if you are asking me a simple geometry of your, if suppose you are asking me to do the design of modeling, analysis and design of combined foundation of this simple geometry of this simple geometry like this rectangular footing is there, which is the combined and which is going to carry the load coming from these two columns. You are asking me to design, so I can do it manually, I can do it by by the Excel sheet, right? If you are asking to do the RAF foundation, which is a very simple geometry where the 5 to 6 number of columns are there. So this is also to some extent I can do it manually. I can do it by using the spreadsheet or Excel sheets. But my dear friend, and you can also do this, but my dear friend, if I'm asking you to design this combined foundation, this shape of combined foundation where only two columns are present and the geometry of the foundation will be like this, will you able to do this manually? You will not able to do it manually, right? Why? Because the complication in the geometry is actually present. So there is what we need to look at, any tool which will help us to deal this complicated geometry, to deal with this complicated geometry. First thing. Second thing, if suppose, yeah, simple geometry is there, and if I'm asking to find the stresses at the limited points, if I'm asking to do the I'm asking to do the analysis and finding the stresses for this combined foundation, so you will be able to find the stress at this point, you will be able to find the stresses at this point, you will be able to find the stresses at this point, you will be able to find the stresses at this point, and somehow you will be able to do the find the stresses at this point. But if I'm asking you to find the stresses at each of macro points, at each of intersecting point of these two elements, at this point, at this point, at this point, at every of 0.1 mm, will you able to do at any of the point with a distance of 0.1 mm? Very at a very macro station we are going to find the stresses. Will you able to do it manually? That also you are failing to do. So this is only possible with a finite element based softwares. So what does the finite element method of analysis, finite element based approach? I will explain that all things later on in detail when we will come to that stage. So at that time we need to look at any tool which will help us to find the stresses at very small intervals, and at multiple points at a time with a short period of time. Okay, you will say, you will tell me, yeah, I will able to do this. So you will require the time to complete it. Even for this is this common points, you will require to take a 1 hour 2 hour for doing the manual calculation. But if I'm asking to asking to find the stresses, means what is the bending moment at this point, 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 what is the bending, then what is the shear stress at this point, what is the settlement at this point, you will take a lot of, means hell lot of time will be required to do it manually. Then what you need to look at any tool. Okay, so this is what modeling capabilities. As I told you, complex geometry you can deal with this CSI safe software. You can do the static analysis, dynamic analysis with this CSI safe software. You can do the design by conventional approach, by the finite element based approach. Okay, and you can manipulate the results, you can adjust the result as per your convenience, as per your economical concern. And this software has the integration with another CSI safe softwares, sorry, another CSI products, like this CSI safe you can integrate with the ETAP software, you can integrate with the SAP 2000. SAP 2000 is also a software of this CSI Computer Structure Incorporation company has developed this software, which is most commonly used for the research scholars. Okay, so they are actually using for the for doing the non-linear analysis, is a well common for the, well known for the non-linear analysis. Okay, so this software you can connect with this ETAP software, this SAP software, or other like softwares. Suppose when you are going to do the foundation design, so in this CSI safe software you can do the foundation design, but you cannot analyze the superstructure, you are not going to model the superstructure. So at that time we need to take the help of the any primary software. Note this point, this safe is a secondary software. Safe is what? Can you tell me, can you repeat it once? This safe is what? It is the secondary software. What is this? Yeah, we need to take the help of any primary software. What does mean the primary software? Why I'm calling to a secondary software? Because we have to take the base reaction from any other software, and that is nothing but your ETAP software. So from the ETAP software we are going to take the report or analysis results in this CSI safe software for doing the analysis and design for the foundation, for the floor slab. Okay, whatever you are going to do, for that purpose you need to take the help of any primary software. That will be that is nothing but your ETAP software, right? So that's why I'm going to call it as secondary software. So it is the good thing we have the integration with the another software. And as I told you, this software is not capable of only doing the modeling, doing the analysis, doing the design, but also this software will capable of doing the detailing, capable of doing the drawings, scheduling, and lot of things it will able to give, that you can directly send on site for the doing the site investigation, so for the purpose of construction. So this is what overall about your CSI safe software. Now, like many people are asking, sir, what are the different versions and which version I should choose, and what will happen if if you are using another version, I am using the another version, what is happening with that? So actually, not only for this CSI safe software but also for all other different softwares, companies are actually updating it over the time, and due to these updations it is giving the series. So if you are going to see the CSI safe, initially it was a simple tool for analyzing the plate element, for finding the stresses, and the user interface very old type of user interface will be there was there. Later on they have upgraded on the they have worked on the user interface for making the better experience. They are what updating their CSI safe software, and they are coming to the version 8, CSI safe 8 version, then 12 version, then 14 version, 15 version, 16 version, 20 version, 21 version. Now they have released the 20 second of version 22 version. Okay, so version is what the updation in the in the software. So it doesn't mean that when you are going to take any newest version, so old version is going to become useless. Whatever the things are actually given in the older version is what wrong. That is not the case. Actually, with every newest version, what the company is going to do, it is going to add means make the better user interface. It is going to do the updation in the design capabilities, modeling capabilities, analysis capabilities, design capabilities, scheduling, detailing capabilities, that all where advancement is going to be done by the company in the newest version. But as I told you, means 90, 95, 99% the things will be same as that of the oldest version, but in the latest version some new things will come, some minor changes will come. Okay, so that is what the version changes, right? So that is what see in this CSI safe software, you can do the model definition, you can do the modeling, you can do the analysis, you can do the design, you can do the scheduling, detailing, everything you can do with this CSI safe software. Okay, so hope it's clear to all of you what does mean by this CSI safe software, what is the purpose of using this CSI safe software, and what is this. Understood? Is that all clear? Yeah, okay, fine. Now, next, as I told you, the objective is to understand the CSI safe software. So, like as you can see in our proposed training program, we were going to practice with the CSI safe of version 21. CSI safe version 21, as you can find, the logo is actually given here. If you are going to work with the 22 version, that is also fine, okay, no problem. But if you are going to see the oldest version as 2016, so that is what means it was especially the for foundation and floor slab element. But the interface of this CSI safe software from this 20 and 21 version, like it is going to make it similar to your ETAP software. It is going to make it a what similar to your ETAP software, right? Now to open this, you have to click over this icon after installing this software. Hope you all are having the software. So what to do, you have to just click twice over this icon. So it is taking the time to get initiated and to get to get started, okay. And after that, once you the software is what initiate the software, you will have the welcome screen. You will have the welcome screen just like this. In a situation when your system is being connected with the internet, when your system is being connected with the internet, you will have this kind of interface. You will have this kind of interface. And when your system is not being connected with the internet, at that time you will have this kind of interface, welcome screen. You will have this kind of welcome screen. And if your system is being connected with the internet, you will have this kind of welcome screen, right? Now try to understand what is given in your welcome screen. Actually, here, this what is on this top and this left, I will explain that. And on the welcome screen, they are in off mode, they are not in on mode, they are will be in off mode. You cannot operate over this, you cannot operate over this. Only you can operate in this window, only you can operate over in this window. Try to understand. Now on the left hand side, you will find a new model option. If you are going to click over this new model, so you can initiate any new project. You can initiate with any new project. And in the second option, like open existing model, if you are going to click over this open existing model, so any existing model is suppose present at any of the folder, so that you can start with that model. What is that? Let me show you. Suppose as my system is being connected with the internet, okay, so I am having this interface, welcome screen, okay. Now if I am going to click on the new model, so new things means it is taking me to the next step. Let me check. Yeah, it is taking me to this model initialization dialog box. So I will explain it later, okay. So close it again. Let me open the software first. Okay, once I'm going to open, so once you click over this new model, so it is taking to you model initialization dialog box. Now second option is what, open existing model. If you are going to click over this open existing model, so all of your saved model it is showing over which you are working in past. So you can go to a specific folder and you can find your model file, and once you click over that, that file is going to be open and you can start your work again. So hope it's clear to all of you what does mean by the new model and what does mean by the open existing model. These two of the options also you will find in the file option. Once you click over the file option, you will get the new model option and open existing model file. To option to open existing model file, you can approach through this open option, through this new model option. Got it? And here it is what, thereafter you will find a window for the recent models. What does mean this recent model? It is what, in a reverse order you will find all of your projects over which you are recently working, on which you are recently working. So last time I have seen this master sample project first, then before of that I have seen rectangular footing. If suppose any other project I have seen earlier, that will be present here. Then before of that it is present here, before of that. So all of your recent model will be present here. So you don't need to go to open existing model. You can directly click over that over which you are recently working. Okay, you can click over that and that project will again in front of you and you can start your work. Clear? So this is the another option as recent model. Now on the right hand side, what you are able to find, actually latest news. As I told you, this CSI Safe software is a product of what? CSI, Computer Structure Incorporation. And this is not only the one product of this company, there are multiple products, there are multiple softwares of this company. So what is the new updations for any of these software? Like suppose you are talking about the CSI Safe, so recent version is what? 22.1. For CSI ETAP software 22.1. For SAP 2000 25.3.1 version. CSI Bridge 25.3.1 latest version. CSI X Rivet, okay, for this 2025 version is there. So all these versions are actually available. If suppose you would like to learn more about these versions, you have to click over this. It will take you all guys to their official website, and then you can read what enhancement is there and how to download. You will go through that. Okay, this is what new latest news, what new updates are there. Resources, once you click over the resources, tech and tips, watch and learns. Okay, some uh, guideline videos or introduction about this software videos are actually available here. So you can watch and learn through these videos. Okay, thereafter manuals are also given. Manuals are also given in PDF format, that is what describing about this software. It's means we all know that if you are going to purchase any gadgets, okay, so it is giving the user manuals. Okay, anything suppose you are going to purchase, so you will get the user manuals. So through that reading that user manuals, you will come to know the introduction about that that gadgets and that things. So okay, so likewise the software is also giving the manuals to read about the software, right? Knowledge base, if you are going to click over the knowledge base, so it will take you to the website. Okay, I'm not going to click over that, right? Again come back to the software knowledge base. When you are going to click over the website, directly it is taking you all to the website of the CSI, right? So this is all about the welcome screen when your system is being connected with the internet. And when your system is not being connected with the internet, at that time you will have the blank welcome screen. Only will have the top details and left side details. What does it mean? I will explain it. Okay, so that you will have, rest of all will be what? Blank one. Understood? यहाँ तक के समझ में आ गया? Okay, fine. Now next term, next thing is what? See, workspace. Now after understanding of this welcome screen, we would like to discuss about the workspace and their introduction. Like when you come inside of the software, CSI Safe software, as we are going to use the version of 21, if you are going to use the latest version as 22, that's your choice. So on the top, if suppose you are going to open any project, so that project name will be available here. And this titling is actually given an main title bar. They are going to call it as what? Main title bars for a respect for a particular project. Main title bar. Next to that, if suppose you are going to see, so there is a items, different items and different not items, I'm going to call it as sections. Different sections are actually available. File section, edit section, view section, define section, draw section, select section, assign section, analyze section, display section, design section, detailing option, tool, help. All these are the different sections. and that all sections, that all bar is actually called as menu bar, or I am going to call it as top main menu bar. I'm going to call it as what? Top main menu bar, or you can call it as section bar. You can call it as what? Main section bar, right? Now, why I'm going to call it as main section bar? Actually, all the options means in file, open option, existing option, save, delete. Or okay, let me open this software first, and for that I need to open any project. Yes, so here it is, what? Go to file, here the option new model, then open, then close. All these important operations actually you will find in this safe. Actually you will find in this safe. Okay, then there is an option as editing. If suppose you want to do any editing for your existing model, any correction in your existing model, changing the size of the footing, changing the line elements, and changing in the grid definition, changing in the level definition. Okay, if you want to move anything, if you want to replace anything, if you want to take the mirror, whatever the things you would like to do, so you can do with the edit option. If suppose you would like to do the any, if you want to set the view, what things should be in view, what things should not be in view, that you can do with the view section. Likewise, the define section is there, draw section is there. Suppose you want to do the if you want to draw something, if you want to model something, that selection, deselection, assign option is there, analyze. For the analysis purpose we need to go to this section, display section, design section. All that sections are actually available, so that is called as what? Top main menu bar. And actually, as it might be in your experience, when suppose you are going to work with the CAD software. So in the CAD software, what we are using? We are using the shortcut keys for drawing. For having the line, we are going to press L enter. For having the circle, what we are doing, we are going to press C enter. If suppose you want to means it is in your experience that with practicing with in practice with CAD software, what to do? We need to we are actually taking the help of shortcut keys. Likewise, in the ETAP software, or in this CSI safe software, we are not going to use any shortcut keys. That is actually possible with this quick access bar. This is possible with what? This is a quick access bar. It is called as quick access bar. So it is nothing but the sub options of this top main menu bar. ये आपका कुछ नया नहीं है. ये सारे जो सब ऑप्शंस हैं, this is coming from the top main menu bars or this top sections. Assign, in assign multiple options are there that we are taking outside. In this analyze, all the options we are taking outside. In detail, for the detailing, all the options we have taken outside, and this is giving the quick access uh, uh, to implement for our project. तो ये क्या हो जाता है, हम लोग इसको क्या कहते हैं? नेक्स्ट टू दिस टॉप मेन मेन्यू बार, कैन यू रिपीट इट वंस? व्हाट वी आर कॉलिंग इट टू? यस, quick access bar. Yeah, so if suppose you want to access something quickly, so you can go with this quick access bar, right? Then model explorer on the left hand side, you are able to see here three window. Okay, three windows, one, two, three. Actually there will be two. This is the model explorer. So what does mean by this model explorer? How you can have this model explorer window, how you can close it, how you can again have this model explorer, I will explain that, right? Thereafter you will have this one window. This is for plan view. This is the second window for the 3D view. If suppose you would like to add more window, so you can go this more views, more window views. So for the elevation, for the section, for the plan view, multiple windows you can add from here. If you are going to click over this, you will have the option to add window. add views. Once you click over the add views, the section is going to be added here. View is going to be added here, so that you can do. And it is a display title tab in active window. Okay, if suppose you want to work on this window, so you have to click anywhere in this window. If you are going to click, that will be active. If you are going to click here, this will be active, right? So it is what display title bar in active window, as it is what showing by the color, as by the light blue color, as you can find. So it is the active. If I am going to click on this side, it is going to become blue, means it is what active, but as of now it is inactive mode, right? Here on the left hand side, toolbars are actually given. This is the status bar, and this is the mouse pointer positioning coordinates. Wherever your mouse is present, suppose my mouse is actually what present here, so what is the ordinate in respect of global axis, in respect of your global axis, what is the x, sorry, what is the y and what is the x of this particular point, you will find from here. And at what level you are working, at 0 level, at first floor level, at the second level, that you can find from here. X ordinate, y ordinate, and height as z. And coordinate system, global coordinate system, what which with which unit system you are going to work, metric SI, US customary, okay, MKS system, with which system you are going to work, that will be present here. So this is what the workspace definition for your CSI safe software when you are going to initiate any project in this software. Understood? Clear? Okay. Thereafter, what next? I'm going to close it again. Yeah. So, okay. After that, what to do? Yeah. Now, finally, we are coming to discuss about actual proposed sample project. And as I told you, along with this sample project, we are trying to understand about software. So both the things we have to run simultaneously. Okay, we have to take simultaneously. So this is what sample project. So first of all, understand the objective of this sample project, what to do. So basically, we have to model, these foundations, we have to model these columns, we have to assign the load as given. In respect of all this given data, we need to have this model. In respect of all this given data, we need to have this model in your CSI safe software. Okay, after having this model, we need to assign the load to each of this column. So what is the column load? See, there are two types of the column 1 and column 2. As you can find, column 1, whose size is what, 230 by 600 column size, and column 2 size is what, 450 by 450, means the square column, and C1 is your rectangular column. So both of the column we have to model, and the size of the footing for this C1 column is 2000 by 1500. Okay, means 2 meter by 1.5 meter. And for square column, the size of the footing is what, 2.1 meter by 2.1 meter. The depth of the foundation for this first column is 500. The depth of the foundation for the second column or second footing is 600. What is the material property we have to use? Fe 415 for the steel and M20 for the concrete. What is the depth of the foundation? 2.5 meter below the ground level. It is our, okay, sorry, here it is what, 2.5, not 2.5, this is 2.9. In figure we actually have given 2.9. So according to this figure we are going to proceed. So 2.9. Now SBC of the soil, SBC of the soil has given us 300 kilonewton per meter square, and allowable settlement is what, 25 mm. So all the data are actually given. In respect of all this given data, we need to have this model, or we need to create this model in the ETAB, in this CSI safe software. Then after that we have to assign the load, and then we have to perform the analysis, then we have to do the design, and we'll have to prepare the schedule for these. Okay, now, so I would like to open the software first. How we can complete this, let me explain. Just open this CSI Safe software. Okay, so we have to initiate the new project. That's why I can click over the new model, or I can go to the file, and then I can click over this new model. Both options is actually open. Any of these option you can proceed. I'm going to click over the new model. Once you click over the new model, okay, now it is taking you all guys to the model initialization. It is taking you all guys in a model initialization. So in this model initialization, what is this, what does it mean by these three things? Try to understand. First, use saved user default setting. Saved user default setting. Second option is what? Use setting from a model file. Third option, use built-in setting with. Okay, one by one, we are trying to understand meaning of all these three options, and with which option we have to proceed, that we need to understand. How many of you have you are going to look at this CSI Safe software first time? Can you tell me? Shrikant, Deepak, Binu, okay, Suresh, Sheikh Saif, Satyam, Rahul, Rahul. Okay, those who are not knowing, or not those who are not knowing about the ETABS and plus safe both, they just write me, I am not knowing both. Just write both. Not knowing both. ETABS and safe. Okay, Arshad both. Okay. Those who are not knowing both, please tell me. Deepak both. Puttaswamy both. 3%. Okay, not knowing both. No, I'm not asking about stat and anything. I'm just asking about ETABS and safe. Binu both. Not knowing both. Okay. Please tell me. So accordingly, I'm trying to explain. Actually, many of you have completed our ETABS program. So for at that time, I have explained everything. So if I'm knowing, both is not knowing, then I will explain again everything in deep. Okay, so most of you are like going to use or going to look at this safe software first time, and some of you are even not knowing about ETABS. Okay, okay. I will explain everything from basic and in detail. Don't worry. Okay, fine. So let's try to understand what does mean by this use save default user default setting. Very interesting point to discuss these things. Okay, use saved user default setting. What does it mean? So for that, I need to open another file of safe, any existing model file. Is it visible to all of you? Okay, let's try to understand what does mean by this first option, use saved user default setting. Actually, when you are going to start any new project, okay, so in this define section, you have to set lot of things, like what is the material property, what is the section property, what is the spring constant properties, load pattern definition, load combination definition. Like suppose you are going to deal with for an example tall structure, and if suppose you are going to deal with the structure which is going to be subjecting to gravitational loading as well as lateral loading, like dead load, live load plus earthquake and wind. And also your suppose structure is going to be subjected to you are going to analyze the static analysis as well as dynamic analysis. So my dear friend, in that situation, about to more than for more than 100 load combination you need to define. About to how many number of load combination you need to define? Yes, 100 load combination. First complication, see. Okay, so to define this 100 load combination, it takes hell lot of time. First thing. Second thing, if suppose number of multiple materials, okay, grades of materials you are going to use, so that you have to add. Now if suppose different sections of the slab element, frame element, and wall elements, okay, that you have to define multiple numbers. Here 3 to 4 are there. Suppose like the 20 slab types you need to consider, so that you have to define. Like suppose you are going to talk about this pile cap, so for the pile cap you have to define multiple sizes of the pile cap in respect of its depth. So that is again taking the time. But okay, you will say that okay, this is what you need to do. You need to do, there's no any option. But if you are going to start another same project, suppose to set all of these things demands, if suppose you are at master level, okay, you are very very expert with this software and the practice, but still it takes at least 30 minutes. Based on your expertise or based on the expertise of the person, the time will vary. So suppose to you are at master level, so the time required to set all of this definition for every new project is what, 30 minutes. So if for the one project you are going to invest this 30 minutes, now again the same nature, everything is same, you you are planning to do for the next project. So it's a good thing. Again you are just let me know, it will be the good thing if suppose you are going to invest again that 30 minutes or 1 hour for the same practice. Will it be good thing? Yes. Again you need to define that 100 load combination. Again you need to set all that definitions of the material section, properties, okay, load cases and everything. So that is what, that is the one kind of problem where the software, CSI safe software and also ETAP software has resolved this problem by giving this option as use saved user default setting. Understood? So what I will do, suppose I am going to deal any deep foundation or pile cap design, suppose I have to do in the new project. So what I will do, very interesting, I will save the setting of all the basic definition of this project in the memory of CSI safe software, in the memory of CSI safe software. So what I will do, I will go to this option and here you will find an option of save user default setting. Once I am going to click over this, now default setting were successfully what, saved. Now see, I am going to open a new file, third file I am going to open. Now suppose I am going to start any project where I have to design the pile cap for the deep foundation. So what I can do, I am not going to invest or waste my 1 hour to define all that same things. So what I will do, I will go to new model and I am taking the help of use saved user default setting. Let me simply say okay. Once I am going to click over okay, now I will explain all these things later, forget this. Okay, now I am having inside, I am actually inside of this software. So tell me, I have defined any load combination here, I have defined any material property, any section property? No. But see what is going to be happen. Go to define, go to material property, all that material properties are actually available here. Okay, go to define, go to load combinations, all that load combinations are actually available here. Understood? So hope that you got the meaning of this first option, user default setting. Understood? समझ में आ गया पहला पॉइंट? Okay. Now, what does mean by this second point? Okay, what is the drawback of this first point? Advantage you have seen. Advantage क्या है? आपने इसका advantage देख लिया. There is a drawback of this point. What is the drawback of this point? Drawback is that, suppose, okay, for an example, what I'm talking about, yeah, sorry, what I'm talking about, yeah, you saved user default setting. Yeah, we have seen the advantage of this first option. Now we need to understand what is the disadvantage of this first option. What is the disadvantage? See, this one advantage is that, suppose, firstly, I have saved the definition of this pile cap foundation or deep foundation. Like suppose I am going to deal any shallow foundation, raft foundation. Suppose I have to deal with a new project. I am going to start where I am planning to design the raft foundation. So tell me, can I use the definition of this pile cap or deep foundation design into that new file of raft foundation or shallow foundation design? Can I use? Can I use? Yes or no? I cannot use this definition for any other type of the foundation. That is what the problem. So you will say that, sir, save one file, one definition of the raft foundation. You always suggest this, right? क्या करना चाहिए? एक राफ्ट की भी हम लोग सेव कर लेंगे. What's the problem? Hello? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yeah, actually, I can save the one definition of the raft foundation. I can save the one definition of simple pad foundation. I can save the definition of any other specific type of foundation, and which type of foundation will be required, that file I will use. But my dear friend, that is not possible. Why? Actually, you can save the definition of one project at a time with this option of यूज सेव यूजर डिफॉल्ट सेटिंग. इसमें आप क्या कर सकते हो? एक ही प्रोजेक्ट की डेफिनेशन को सेट कर सकते हो. इफ सपोज आई एम गोइंग टू ओपन एनी अनदर प्रोजेक्ट एंड आई एम ट्राइंग टू सेव दैट definition of that project, so what will happen? The earliest project definition will going to be vanished. Understood? क्या होगा? पुराने प्रोजेक्ट की जो डेफिनेशन थी वो क्या हो जाएगी? Yes, overwritten you can call, or vanished you can call, and skip you can call, deleted you can call, whatever you are going to call. So जो भी है, पहले डेफिनेशन आपने किया था वो डेफिनेशन इरेज हो जाएगा और नया वाला डेफिनेशन आपका सेव हो जाएगा. when you are going to again save any another definition, then earliest definition is going to be vanished. So this is what the drawback of this first option. पहले ऑप्शन का ये ड्रॉबैक है. सो इट्स डिपेंड्स ऑन योर चॉइस. अब आपको क्या करना है फर्स्ट ऑप्शन के साथ, यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड. नाउ देयर इज अ सेकंड ऑप्शन, यूज सेटिंग्स फ्रॉम अ मॉडल फाइल. नाउ इट इज फ्री ऑप्शन. दिस इज व्हाट द फ्री ऑप्शन. अब ये क्या हो गया? यहां पर आप फ्री हो, आपको जिस प्रोजेक्ट का डेफिनेशन लेना है, यू हैव टू क्लिक ओवर दैट, एंड वंस यू क्लिक ओके, इट विल आस्किंग, इट इज एक्चुअली आस्किंग कि आपको किस प्रोजेक्ट का डेफिनेशन पिकअप करना है नए फाइल में. सो नाउ यू आर फ्री. आपको पैड का उठाना है, you want to pick for the raft foundation, you want to pick for the deep foundation, for any type of the foundation you can pick according to your saved project. So tell me which one is the better one, either first or second? तो सेकंड में आप कंप्लीटली फ्री हो. आप जाइए, उस प्रोजेक्ट को सिलेक्ट करिए और आगे बढ़िए, तो वो सारा डेफिनेशन आपके नए प्रोजेक्ट में ऑटोमेटिकली आ जाएगा. राइट? सो दैट इज व्हाट the second option. Okay, let me close this again. Go to file, new model. Once I am going to click over the new model, so ये हो गया second option. Now the third option is what? You don't want to use any saved definition. You don't want to take the reference of any existing model or any existing project as by the second option. The third option is what? You want to start everything from scratch. That will be your थर्ड ऑप्शन. अगर आपको सब चीजें फिर से डेफिनेशन सेट करना है, सब कुछ फिर से करना है फ्रॉम न्यू फाइल, सो आपको थर्ड ऑप्शन के साथ जाना पड़ेगा. इज दैट ऑल क्लियर? Okay, second option you want to have again. So see, with the first option, what is the problem? First option में आप एक ही मॉडल की डेफिनेशन सेव कर सकते हो. Only one model definition you can save. Okay, so if you are going to proceed with this first option, so that model definition only going to be updated. So ये problem है. Second option में क्या है? You are actually free. आपको जिस मॉडल आपके फोल्डर में, फर्स्ट फोल्डर, सेकंड फोल्डर, आपके सिस्टम में जहां भी है, उस फोल्डर में वन प्रोजेक्ट, सेकंड प्रोजेक्ट, थर्ड प्रोजेक्ट फॉर द राफ्ट, and in here first project, second project, third project for the deep foundation. Okay, now suppose I want to take the definition of this second project. तो मैं क्या करूंगा? I would like to go with this second option and say okay. I will go to that particular folder and I will choose that particular second file and I will say simply open. So वो सारा का सारा definition मेरे नए फाइल में आ जाएगा. Understood? Shalinder, I think you are asking this question. Yeah, Shubham is asking. Shubham, is that okay? अभी भी डाउट है कुछ? Yes. Hello. Okay, fine. So what we are talking? Yeah, all of these three matters we have discussed in detail. Now we have to move for the next step. Go to file, go to new model, right? Okay. So I would like to go with this third option. Now display unit. It is what? Metric SI and US customary option. If suppose you would like to work with force in kilonewton unit and distances in meter, millimeter. Okay, so you have to proceed with the metric SI. But if you would like to work with the feet and inches, if your architecture plan or if your geometry or your definitions, okay, distances definitions are in feet and inches, you have to go with the US customary option, right? So we have to proceed with metric SI because we have to focus on the force also. So force is in kilonewton and US customary means kips. It means international or means is the other what I can say, unit system. So normally we are proceeding with metric SI. Check this one. Region for the default material. For which country you are going to deal with your project? If any Australia, Canada, China, Europe, India, Italy, Korea. For which country you are going to deal the project, that you have to choose. I am going to choose the India. Steel section database for the steel section, again India. Steel design code. Actually this CSI safe software has not given the option for our country code for the steel steel code as which code is there? Yes, IS 800 2007. So that is actually not listed here. Maybe hopefully in future it is coming, but as of now it is not present. You can choose anyone randomly. Understood? Okay, so you can choose any randomly random code. That is not going to matter. Now the important thing is what? Concrete design code, basic code for our concrete design, concrete element design. Okay, so that is our IS 456 2000 that we have to choose. That's it. Hope it's all clear to all of you about a model initialization dialog box, right? This is the I can say second option, second stage. First stage is what? You will have the welcome screen. After that you have to initiate new model, and in new model you will learn to this model initialization. Now third stage will be what? When you are going to click OK. Once you click over the OK, you will have this dialog box. That is what? New model quick templates. Now my dear friend, actually you all well aware when you are going to practice with any of the software, when you are going to practice with any of the uh, software which is capable of doing everything like modeling, analysis, design, scheduling, detailing, as your mainly modeling, analysis and design, as your etab is there, safe is there, stat pro is there, and tekla is there. So any of this software, so very first thing is need to have the your model. Unless you are not having your model, you cannot assign the load, you cannot perform the analysis, you cannot do the design, and then you cannot go for scheduling detail. So very first thing is need to have the model, first thing. Second, to have the model, to have the model, we need to have the reference lines. To have the model, we need to have the reference line, because by taking the help of that reference line, we can create our model. If you are having some guideline to do anything, so it will be easy to do that. But if you are not having any guideline, so there is a more chances of the mistake. Agree with this or not? Okay, so actually here also your this here also the same thing, we need to have the grid lines. These grid lines are actually the guidelines, or it is giving the outlines to create your actual model. आपको अगर ये ग्रिड्स मिल जाता है, so there will be least chances of the errors in your model. But okay, without of this grid also you can create your model, you can beat your model, but there will be more chances of the having errors in your model. आप मिस्टेक कर सकते हैं by choosing the right point of creating the nodes, creating your column, modeling of your slab, putting its four corners. आप मिस्टेक कर सकते हैं अगर आपके पास प्रॉपर गाइडलाइन नहीं रहा, प्रॉपर आपको डायरेक्शन नहीं रहा. And if I'm giving the grids like this, and I'm asking to put the column here, so what you will find the intersecting point, you will put your column, you will find the intersecting point, you will put your column. Okay, so there will be less chances of error, mistakes. आपके mistake के chances कम हो जाते हैं, okay, to a greater extent. But if you are not taking the help of the these grids, then there will be more chances of the error. So to have these grids, to have the outlines in the CSI Safe software, we are actually having two options. Either we can create the, wait for a minute, wait for a minute. Yes, am I audible? Okay, fine. So yeah, we are talking about this importance of having these grids. Okay, so these grids will help you to create your model without of possibility of errors. Okay, there were least chances of the having errors in your modeling. So we are having two options. Either you can use the help of ETABS quick template to create your model, to have the reference line, to have the reference line that we are going to call it as what, grids. So ये reference line को create करने के लिए आप, you can take the help of this CSI Safe software की आप help ले सकते हो. So you can create the grids. Okay, and another option, instead of taking the help of this ETAP software, this CSI Safe software, we can directly import the, we can directly import the model file or the grid files, grid lines in the CSI Safe software from any other software, that is nothing but your CAD. So CAD में आप grid line को draw करके यहाँ पर import कर सकते हो. But if suppose it is directly available in the Safe software, so why we are looking for that? But if suppose you would like to directly import the layout from the CAD to SAFE, so that will be advantageous, that I will explain. So overall, try to understand two things are there. Either you can take the help of these ETABS, this SAFE quick template to draw, to have the grids, or you can import the file from the CAD. As in the introduction we have seen that integration with the other software, this is the very important and interesting thing has given with this CSI Safe. You can integrate with the another software. So here only for these ETABS and SAP actually written, you can add here as CAD software. So CAD के साथ भी आप integrate कर सकते हो. You can import the file in this CSI Safe, and you can export the file from this CSI Safe for the CAD software. जब आपका फाइनल लेआउट डिजाइन वगैरह आपका सेफ में हो जाता है, वो सारा का सारा रिपोर्ट यू कैन डायरेक्टली एक्सपोर्ट फ्रॉम दिस सेफ टू कैड सॉफ्टवेयर. आपको डायरेक्टली एक्सपोर्ट, आपको यहाँ पर अलग से देखकर फिर कैड में ड्रॉ करने की जरूरत नहीं है. यू कैन डायरेक्टली गो थ्रू ए प्रोसीजर and you have to click over the button, and all your report is going to be exported in the CAD file. Or likewise, you can import the file from CAD to CSI Safe. So vice versa, you can operate for your objective, for your purpose. Understood? दोनों काम आप कर सकते हो. Clear? एक्सपोर्ट भी कर सकते हो, इंपोर्ट भी कर सकते हो विथ CAD सॉफ्टवेयर. क्लियर? Okay, fine. So two options are there. Either you can create the grids in the CSI Safe itself, or you can import from the CAD. So firstly, we are going to practice with the taking the help of CSI Safe quick template to have the grids. Now grids will have two types. The grids, there are Cartesian grid formats and cylindrical grid format. There are two types of the grids format: Cartesian grid formats and cylindrical grid formats. So if you are going to see the grid system in X and Y direction, okay, there's no grids in like in a circular form, okay, in a radial direction. So that is called as what? Cylindrical grid system, and it is a Cartesian grid system. So यहाँ पर Cartesian X and Y direction, simple geometry. So it is called as what? Cartesian grid system. And if you are going to see any circular grids, that is what? Cylindrical grid system. So ये grid system कैसे आप बनाएंगे? How you can have this grid system in the safe software, that we have to discuss. Close it. Let me close this. Okay, so here the option is what? Having the quick template, by this quick template, and by editing the things as per your requirement, you can have this grid. So it is a uniform grid system. If the spacing between the two grids are same, if the spacing between the two grids for all the grids are same, it is called as uniform grid system. As you can find, A to B it is 3 meter, B to C it is 3 meter, 3 to C to D it is 3 meter. Likewise, along the X direction it is same, along the Y direction it is same, 5 meter, 5 meter, 5 meter, 5 meter. So it is called as uniform grid spacing, uniform grid spacing. Okay, so this we have to create in the CSI Safe software. Likewise, if suppose you would like to have the non-uniform grid system, so you can draw the non-uniform grid system in the CSI Safe software. How you can have this grid system, I will explain that. So here A to B it is 4.5, B to C it is 6.6, C to D it is 5. So it is what? Varying, not the constant. Likewise, in the Y direction it is what? Varying, 3.5, 4, 3.5, 5. It is what? Varying, not constant. So it is what? Non-uniform grid spacing. And non-uniform spacing Cartesian grid system. Okay, but if suppose you are having the grid system like this, okay, like this grid you have to draw, it is a cylindrical grid system. It is a cylindrical grid system. It is a Cartesian grid system in simply in X and Y direction. Is that all clear to all of you?